Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith and I want to show you some new models, new castings, and new builds for June of 2022. And we built quite a few this month. It kind of ramped it up a little bit. However, there's several builds of one unit. So we're definitely going to show you all the, some of the builds that we did here at that point in time. And there's some that we're going to present to you that we haven't, built. We also collect too, so we collect as well. And one of the things we collected that we'll get out of the way as well as this fire truck. Roanoke, if I'm not mistaken, Roanoke Fire Department, I believe. Yeah, see it up close and personal here. As we get started, we did detail the lights in the back and stuff, and around the vehicle. A little bit on the top here, just a little detail on it. Nothing too out of the way, but just like everything else, all these vehicles that we do have that don't have the lights, it doesn't detail the lights all the way. We'll do that. Nicely done. We also did the top of the bucket, around about the front of the bucket there. A little bit. We could probably put something on the side here as far as the decal is concerned. Yeah, do all that. Yeah, the Roanoke, Virginia Fire EMS. Very nicely done. Like I said, we just did the details. We don't have a Roanoke Fire Department, so we have fire departments, and we collect fire departments, EMS, ambulance, EMS ambulances and fire trucks and stuff. We try to collect those too, but we don't go overboard and try to collect anything that's within outside 50 or 60 bucks. I don't even think we go that far in that. We just look for something like a matchbox vehicle, and then if we can, we'll try to, if we already have that unit, we'll try to modify it into another unit. We haven't gotten around to doing that for fire trucks, but that's the plan if we get to that point. And that's what we purchased from Matchbox. That was one of those new Matchbox vehicles, that fire truck vehicles that came out as well. And this is something else we purchased, recent purchase, the Florida Highway Patrol Police Interceptor Utility. We didn't do anything to it. It was that good. It was already detailed in the front. Well designed. Made by Greenlight. And it's just nicely detailed all the way around. Got a couple of these. Managed to get a couple of these. They sold fast online. We actually had to buy, purchase these on eBay. All the people that do these hunts for treasure hunts and everything else, they actually probably, there's probably maybe some criticism about shopping online, but hey, I tell you what, shopping online is the way to go to get vehicles like these. We ain't mad at you for hunting, but you should be mad at us for shopping around, hunting online. Yeah, I saw these things. These things they sold a lot of these. They were selling a lot of these before we got, and so let's get our hands on getting a couple of these before we go and see, before they sold out. And you see, we get added into our collection. We was able to, and we got them done, and everything else. Really got it done. Let me see. Yep. we got that. We also have, we didn't purchase this. I think we're on to the builds now at this point, and we are building a Arizona State, Highway Patrol, using the actual stripe decals. We did build these. This is a green light, and then the front looked more like a battering ram than a push bar. But yeah, we need to, when we 3D printed it, we might need to shave off the front a little bit to make it a little bit more realistic. But it fits, and it fit across the front. We was able to get that bad boy in there, and actually, not bad for 3D print. Not bad for 3D print. This one turned out much better. We got the back here. And a light bar. And did that up. Made this one to add to the fleet, but we didn't do too many of the stripe versions. We're going to start working on the stripe one a little bit better to add to, to stripe ones on the other vehicles as well. Add it to the fleet here. And this is the push bar difference there, but other than that, get that to add to the fleet that's there. I think they're using both of them anyway, if I'm not mistaken. But man, these Tahoes, man, they have it going on. They look real good. So that to add to the fleet. Get you going there. Both of them were built at that time. We also do what-if vehicles. Customize the what-if vehicles. This is the Massachusetts State Police. We customized that one off of a Hot Wheels Ford Mustang drift car. Detailed the front. Made it a slick top, so you'll see some lights that we designed on the visor part of it. You can see it if I shade the light over it, shade the light away from it, everything else. Now, I'll tell you more about the color in a minute, because doesn't look like doesn't look blue. You say maybe it's bad lighting. No, it's not blue. The door part is not blue. And like I said, it's a what-if vehicle. So we made the what-if vehicle to this point. As you see, we put lights on the spoiler in there and try to make it look easier for people to see. And detailed the back as well. Made a slick top, like I said, and just put visor lights on the front and the back. But if you compare the two, you can see that the Police Interceptor Utility definitely has a light blue texture to mix in with the dark blue. And we did the same thing. The same thing was done with the Mustang, but instead of blue, we just made a metallic silver on it. Like I said, it was a what-if vehicle. We're not too thrilled about this type of blue here as opposed to the dark blue, but the dark blue we love. the light blue, almost greenish color, where you're not too crazy about, but on these vehicles of the Massachusetts State Police. So we thought we'd go with another color for the Mustang, especially working with the Mustang. I didn't think that would look odd. It would look odd to put that type of color on the Mustang, that light color blue on a Mustang. So we just went and did it with a silver to give it a little bit of more of a muscle presence, a muscle car presence. That's what we was trying to approach it there, and it's a good what if vehicle. And plus, we've done these builds earlier, and this is just another build to add to the fleet that was already there with the Mustangs. Just a what if vehicle. We like to do that too. We love to do the what if vehicles. Very, very well done. Very, very well done. Also added the Alaska State Troopers Chevy Camaro. You've probably seen one of these in the previous videos. We made another one to add to the fleet since we had a extra Chevy Camaro. This is a green light Chevy Camaro. Just looks exquisite. I know what you're thinking. You know, these Camaros wouldn't survive the harsh realities of extreme cold weather in Alaska. You're right, but they did have Chevy Camaros in their fleet, so they're survivable. And if you drive them every day in the harsh cold weather, and if you keep them running every day, then they should do all right. If you let them go for like or try to get them to hibernate and then bring it back to the world in the spring and summer months, that's when you really see them out there. But if you let them hibernate and then try to bring them back and then try to bring it back from the dead, yeah, you're gonna run into some problems then trying to get this puppy put up to get going. No doubt about that. Put a light bar on it and decals. You didn't even say the decals on some of these things, but the decals for the Alaska State Troopers, not sure who did that one. I think it was Bill Bozo. We appreciate it. We use so many vendors, so we apologize if we make our head spin and we lose track of whose decals are on these vehicles, but they're definitely exquisite. We use several vendors. Cardinal police decals, Bill Bozo decals, police decal shop, Rhonda Curley, and Arizona's police vehicles was by Rhonda Curley, and some we made our own, so we can get there too. We got a West Virginia State Police Dodge Challenger. This is a Auto World Dodge Challenger. We put that up there, and because of the color, and we kept the color just like it was, and we actually put the decals on there, and we painted the hood yellow, and added the decals on there. And we actually got this off a picture off of Google Images, and actually had a vehicle like this of this caliber. Now we may be off of the blue. We may be off the blue, one shade of blue there, but when you compare it, you don't know that at the time until you finish the thing. And then it has West Virginia on the top side of the hood. Nicely done. Got the decals from Cardinal Police decals. Thank you, gentlemen. Great job. Outstanding. That's the only West Virginia unit we have at the moment in 1/64 scale. The rest is in 143, and we have several of those, but we're trying to ramp up. We're trying to ramp up and get into that getting the West Virginia unit in the process. There are going to be some West Virginia police Tahoes that's going to be out there as well. That's out there in the market. That's going to be coming out pretty soon, this month or next month, however it looks. And we'll try to get a jump on them. But yeah, so I tell you what, usually when we start on a unit, that's when we really actually get that unit's vehicles after that, after we do a custom of one of our own. But so here we are. We did a custom of one of our own, so the regular unit should be on the way any time. And if we do, if we're able to get it, we'll definitely show it to you. We'll definitely show it to you. No doubt about that. I got units from several vehicles. Let me see if we can get through there. I'm not in any particular order here, so I'm just kind of looking, going eeny, meeny, miny, mo on this collection tray that I have. That we did the customs and purchase new models and build new models. This is the Mustang Police. You probably have seen this in previous videos. I'm not sure if it was videos, but we definitely have a Facebook group where we definitely get into where we definitely show this. This is the Mustang Police, Mustang, Oklahoma Police Department. And it's actually a Ford Mustang on a Ford Mustang. Believe it or not, I don't think they have a lot of Ford Mustangs, if any, on their fleet for the Mustang Police Department. You know, we're making a change on that if we can, if it's all right with them to add that to the fleet. Made a vehicle to add to the fleet. This is totally redone from scratch because this was a purple. I don't know if I could see it or not, but it's a purple type. It was a purplish red type of vehicle. We stripped, painted it, and just redesigned it. Did a total redesign. The decals we did ourselves. 911 and everything else. Because this wasn't in their fleet, we could actually freestyle on some of the designs. Freestyle, making it the way we wanted, kind of way we wanted to, outside the box, so to speak. A mock of sorts. Did the back, detailed that tremendously well. The back's probably better detailed than the front. And we actually have a few of these in this that we built earlier in our fleet. Because we have done the Mustang Police several vehicles, Dodge Chargers and Ford Mustangs. Did the hood, tinted it, let the police bar like it is. Want to keep it stealth-like. That's why we don't color it or detail it unless it's being requested. If we have custom orders and they request it, we don't really, until then, we really leave it like that. It was blue to begin. We kind of leave it, so it can leave that blue color to it. That police look. Disregard the 283. These are stuff for the inventory. And we still play with these things immensely, so yeah. That's our unit number here at the thing. If you get one, you probably won't get, you get one or purchase one from us, you'll get the actual straightforward to the point unit numbers if need be, but I doubt if it. But some that don't have numbers, unit numbers, you request it, we'll do that thing. You request it, we'll do that too. But if you don't, we'll take it off. Never had any issues with that. But the numbers on the top is just for our inventory purposes. In short, made the Huntersville, North Carolina police. Now, you can see, show you the entire vehicle first. This is a Dodge Charger, Hot Wheels Dodge Charger. Yeah. And you can see everything's kind of like, actually this was a test vehicle, to be honest with you. But, and what I mean by test is actually something we built, something we tried to create. And did good, but the background wasn't up to par, as you could tell on some of the designs, especially on the rear bumper where we have the inscription on it. The inscription has they're good with the inscription. They're good with everything else. Well, we use inkjet printers to print, and every once in a while, if you're starting to run out of ink, that will show. The inkjet printer will fade the backgrounds and make it look like this. We'll redesign that later, but we'll redesign it later and get back into it and get back into fixing this car up a little bit. But it was a good test run. But we do show you. We do show you that we run into some problems from time to time, and looks and the look of a vehicle. Yeah, it doesn't look the way we would like it, as professional as we would like it, and we could do better. And we're going to do better with this vehicle. So stay tuned. We're going to try to redesign this body and get this fixed up, hopefully by the end of the year, and we should be able to get that. And then when we fix it, we'll redo this vehicle, and then we'll have two vehicles in there. But we did put a push bar and a light bar on it to just make it look good. It's actually operational. It's ready to go. It's on the run in our diorama, but from a distance, you really can't tell. But here on the pictures, you can definitely tell. And we show you some of the flaws that we've had on our designs as well. Just to let you know that, yeah, we do make mistakes. It happens, no doubt about that. No mistake in this one. This is one of the stuff that we've done. South Dakota State Police, Highway Patrol, however you look at it. But anyway, South Dakota. Ford Bronco, green light Ford Bronco. One of the newest designs, current Ford Broncos. Oh, it's about to go. Can't grab it off the top because the top will come off. But we did put a light bar on the top, even though it could come off and eject. Nicely done. Just decal, put decals on that. We made the decals for the South Dakota Highway Patrol. We did this to add to the fleet. And this is one of a few vehicles that we have done. You put a license plate on it and stuff. Looks good. Got the state trooper on it. Take this off, and you'll have it'll be a convertible, but man, I don't think they want it that way. Well, you'll take away half the designs that was on there. Like I said, added a light bar, detailed a little bit, and then did the decal on the back, state trooper, did the license plate, nicely done. Put this to the side because I'm going to show you push this to the side because that was not all. We did a Ford Mustang. And get that going. Made a Ford Mustang, South Dakota Highway Patrol vehicle. Slick top. It's kind of this is a green light Black Bandit series, if I'm not mistaken. And we just did the details on this, decals on this. Nicely done. Nicely done. Made a slick top, put the visor lights on the front and the back. Did that. Made it pretty exquisite. And then we did all that, added those to the fleet of Dodge Chargers. This has already been done. This last Dodge Charger, this has already been done. We did that previously, but we just added other vehicles to the mix. And we did a metallic color on the Dodge Charger here, on this South Dakota Highway Patrol Dodge Charger here. Just made it look like, give it some pizzazz. How often does North Dakota and South Dakota get a pizzazz and get a vehicle with a lot of pizzazz of colors and stuff? Get a metallic color and make that department look mean. Be a mean type department, but nicely done on that. With that we done previously. I think we showed you I don't know if we showed you in previous videos what we had and what we showed you on previous videos. But we do try to show you again if we feel that we're adding to the fleet and you want to see the rest of the fleet or close to the rest of the fleet. That's it. And that's the Mustang on the right and the Ford Bronco on the left. Two green lights and a Hot Wheels Dodge Charger here. Nicely done. Take that off and show you a couple other units that we have that we're adding to the fleet as well. I think the rest of them are like that at this point. We got the current Ford Bronco of the California Highway Patrol. Nicely done. We did the decals. Not sure what we didn't do the didn't do the license plate on that one. We have a couple. Nicely done. The Ford Bronco. But we decided to, put some dramatics on their fleet, on California Highway Patrol's fleet. Go with that. Also do a Corvette Stingray. Chevy Corvette Stingray. We painted the door and made a slick top, detailed it to make it a slick top, and added the decals. We made the decals on this. California Highway Patrol is, of course, going to be like that. Definitely going to be like that. Managed to fit the state trooper in the back, underneath the lights on the bumper part of it. If there is a bumper in the back. Doing that, safety, security, and service inscription on it. It's yellow here, and that's when you know I made it myself, because I used yellow, and it was, the description is really white. It's a white inscription of safety, security, and service. The description on that is white instead of yellow or gold, and yeah, it's a flaw. We'll fix that up too, but it's operational now. Did the details on the visor lights as well, like I said, on the front and on the back. And definitely can see a little bit if I shift it, get away from the glare. Like I said, don't worry about the number. That's just for inventory purposes. But other than that, look at that. That's just really well done. get the camera like it is. Kind of just spruce it up a little bit and bring this in. Nice. Nice. And this will be added to the fleet, as you can tell. Nicely done. A few more vehicles to go through before we cut out. We got the Coon Rapids, and I apologize. I should have did some a little research on that to see which Coon Rapids it is, Iowa or Michigan, or somewhere else. But this is the Coon Rapids Police. Not exactly sure where it is. I know you're gonna bring it up on the comments which Coon Rapids unit this is. And I meant to look that up before I came in the air. But we did do the vehicle according to Google Images. Did the details on the spoiler so people can look at it and see it. Didn't want to cut that off. I'm not one to slice and dice vehicles and stuff. So, but if I can make lemonade out of lemons, then without compromising, without trying to risk cutting things off, so be it. And it kind of puts a little bit more pop to these older Dodge Chargers. This is a Hot Wheels Dodge Charger with the police, stuff already made on it. The push bar and the light bar already designed into it. And we just modified it, stripped it, painted, made it to another unit. Coon Rapids seemed to fit very, very well. The Coon Rapids unit is made by, the decals at least, was made by Cardinal Police Diecast. Thank you, gentlemen. Did a great job on these decals. Nicely done. And the chevron in the back, like I said, did that pretty good. Then it got police in the police license plate on that, so they don't have to put any type of police design on the back. They got it on the license plate. Nicely done for that Coon Rapids unit. But like I said, hopefully we'll get the, if you know which Coon Rapids units this police design is in, let me know in the comments. Because I meant to do that before the video and did not get there. I'm still kicking myself for that. Mistake made. Oklahoma Highway Patrol there, and this delivery, I forget what this vehicle is called. Excuse me, Jeep Cherokee. Yeah, and a Jeep Cherokee. Not bad at all. Left the state trooper. This is coming from another unit, and y'all kind of know what unit that is, Texas, I guess. And then put the state trooper in the back, designed the lights, license plate, left the push bar like it is, and just put the Oklahoma State Highway Patrol on it. Couldn't put too many designs to it because we still wanted to leave the gray borders on the side. And then on the front, we left the gray border a little bit and kind of blackened the top front of it out to make it look like a push bar is installed on it. It's not in theory, but it is, but it is. We made it kind of look that way, so to try to color those borders on the side. We could do that and paint the whole entire thing black. That was an opportunity to do something too. Might look into that with another unit, but with this unit, we'll make it distinctive and everything else, because previously, back in the day, it was black and white. Oklahoma State Police used black and white colors, almost kind of like a California Highway Patrol style. They had a black and white. They had black and white vehicles, and kind of modify it to make it look like back in the day. You make it look like back in the day a little bit. An earlier version of it. We'll make a fleet of these. This is already added to the fleet of the Dodge Chargers that we already have for the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. Nicely done. Nicely done. We also made another Colorado State Patrol Dodge Charger to add to the fleet. Decals made by Rhonda Corelli. Thank you, ma'am. For Police Decal Police Decal and Deals, I think it's called. And Police Decal Shop, or Decals and Deals. Meant to add backup lights to the this Dodge Charger. Did not before recording. Another kick in the tail for me. But everything else is done and well done. And very impressive. 3D printed the push bar, did the light bar install, by hand, and did the details on the front. Nicely done. And this is added with the rest of the vehicles that we have like this into our fleet. Now this is like I said, this is the latest design to go with the earlier designs that we did in previous videos. And they did have backup lights on the back, but nicely detailed on the back there. An honor to serve, a duty to protect on the bottom of the inscription, and then it has it's the inscription that's parted by a license plate on each side of the license plate. And the inscription on each side. A duty to serve, an honor to protect, a duty to serve. That's what it says. And State Trooper on the top, just above it, just below the lights in the rear. Not bad at all. And then the rest of the 2 or 3 other builds that's exactly like that was with the, it has that same design as well. To go along with the 3 original green light ones that we had was just black on it. It's just two-tone. Black on the top, silver on the side. And that was purchased. But these were custom built from scratch. And what we're going to do is the North Carolina State Trooper. Nicely done. Decals came from Rhonda Corelli, but we kind of had to, cut it and tweak it to modify, kind of modify it, so to speak. I wouldn't say cut and tweak and cut, but definitely modified to fit into this Hot Wheels Dodge Charger. What we did was we cut, the design. When you get the decal, it's going to have a spacing. It's going to have a spacing in this area anyway. So we just cut the spacing off. We cut into the spacing, and then we trimmed it around the spacing, and then so it could fit properly here, and it could fit properly here. We trimmed that a little bit to fit here, and we trimmed, and we was already able to fit that around that crease, and then we was able to trim the ends, and then work around the wheel well and all that stuff, because this decal is big enough to cover the whole entire, almost half the wheel well, if not the entire one. You see the other side. We did the other side just as good. Nicely done. And then when we did that, did the other side the same way. Then we did the detail at the front. Did the front grille. May have tinted the windows, if I'm not mistaken, but definitely did the light bar. And the decals came from Rhonda Corelli. She also had the license plate for the front, which represents the state of North Carolina, and didn't have the license plate on the back. And we detailed the back as well. Like I said, disregard the number on top is for inventory purposes, our inventory purposes. I assure you, if you bought one from us or you get one customized from us and we send it to you, it will most likely not have that number on there. If you do, you can take it off because it's a label tape. But we usually take that off before we ship it off. Nicely done. And this one's added to the fleet. It's going to be added to the fleet. There's several North Carolina vehicles, Greenlight and Hot Wheels and Matchbox Dodge Chargers, all representing and sporting North Carolina State Trooper vehicles. Whether it's, and this one's by Ron Crowley, but we also have some stealth decals by Bill Bozo that we use it from time to time on the vehicles as well. So an outstanding job by both of them. They did a fantastic job. We have some stealth vehicles, and then we also got some decals from Rhonda for the Chevy Tahoes. Also got some decals from Rhonda sporting the specialty vehicles of the North Carolina State Trooper. As this. The breast cancer awareness Dodge Charger. This one's on a Greenlight Dodge Charger. So we made it a slick top, just like they did just like it was on the Google Images. We made a slick top, put some lights on the visor. As you can, don't even know you could tell, but definitely. Kind of tabbed the lights on the front to go along with the regular lights. Got a ribbon on the hood, along with State Trooper underneath it on the front edge of it. As you can see, the lights that we detailed as well. Probably need to work on the blue part of that light a little bit more, but that may be the glare. The State Trooper and the ribbon, all that's one piece tied to it, and we was able to keep it that way, installing it on to the vehicle. We left a slick top because, like I said, that's what it was like in the pictures, and we did that. Modify it. We was going to do one slick top and one with a light bar on it at the very least. Maybe done that in future videos, but yeah. As you can see, the State Trooper in the back, and you can see the SHP Hope, State Highway Patrol Hope, and the Hope has the ribbon on it to modify the H, and then you have and then the rest of the words of Hope. The Alpha 562, that was probably, we know where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go in the windshield here, in the lower left part of the windshield, if I'm not mistaken. It's supposed to go there, but you can't read it. You can't see it on the windshield. You can't see it. You can't make it out or anything like that. These were printed these were printed on light color for light color surfaces, as you could tell here. It was printed for light color surfaces like this vehicle. It was not printed white. So because it wasn't printed white, this bumper number you can't see on this windshield. You can't see if you put it on this rear windshield. So we had to move it here to the front so we could see it. And that might be the change you'll see if you get one, and try to build one. That might be the change that you might wind up doing if you install these yourself. And you might have to it might force you to put the number that was supposed to be on this rear windshield onto the bumper, or don't put one on there at all. We had some critical acclaims on that one. What is the thing on the bumper? We had to explain to them. Okay. Works out well. Works out well. Yeah, they're not that critical acclaim, but they are knowledgeable in their police cars, and we have to explain. So that's why we're explaining this to you, because if not, we'll get in the comments and we're still going to get in the comments that they're going to. We're still going to have to explain in the comments why this is what it is. Yeah, why the number is what the way it is, and everything else. And we also have to explain the number on the top. But like I said, that's for inventory purposes on our end. Just our end. If you get one, you won't have to. You won't have to. You can do it exactly. You know, you get decals or the vehicle itself. You can get that, and you can get it the way you want it to in the process. So just to double the pleasure of the critics, we made two. Same way. Slick top and nicely done. Slick top, visor lights. Modified the fronts there and did the exact same way, and did it the exact same way on the back. To Rhonda's credit, she did two different numbers on this on this unit. Two different type of numbers on this unit. So thankfully we did that and did a great job with that and kind of kept it within range and stuff. Not much on the hood. Like I said, I got the big gigantic ribbon, and it's designed to be shifted on that hood the way it is, and it is. This is a killer build. This was fun to do. Very, very fun to do. Killer build. You know, we're trying to refrain from building more, but it will be it will be great though. This is a killer. This is a killer build. And I think we got one more. I think we have one more. While you look at this killer vehicles, just try to modify it, but one more time. These vehicles are added to the fleet now. Specialty vehicles for the breast cancer awareness. We're going to show a little bit of these in October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we'll show you some of the specialty builds that we've done. Breast cancer awareness. But these are the vehicles added to the fleet of the North Carolina State Trooper. Look at that. Shine like new money, don't it? Love new money. And I love new cars that we built onto this thing. Alright, we had one more. I missed that one for some reason. But hey, works out well. One more look at this trio, dynamic trio of the North Carolina State Police. State Troopers. Nicely done. Knocking the camera around here, my apologies. And now I meant to show this at some point first, or in the early part of the video, but got it here anyway. The Wyoming Highway Patrol Dodge Charger. This is in the Black Bandit delivery, and just because because it looks so damn good and so tough and so modern. It got a muscle, has that muscle presence in it. We did the push bar and the light bar in the process, and decals by Rhonda Corelli, police decal deals. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. These look exquisite. And we did one for the Dodge Challenger as well. And we're probably going to continue to use these two brands of vehicles. Dodge Challenger, the regular Dodge Challenger. I think that's an Auto World. I think the Dodge Challenger was an Auto World Dodge Challenger. And this one is a green light Black Bandit series. Just looks damn good. Love the decals. Put my 3D printing to shame on these with the designs that they have here, but the man looks good on the car though, and you can't tell, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the push bar, but man, it looks good. It just makes the vehicle look good when we're able to add a push bar to it. Much better, even though we might have to lose some You know, might have to shed the sides a little bit just to make it a little bit slimmer than that, but looks good though. Tremendous job by these guys. And there you have it. The the mods in the purchase vehicles of June of 2022. I just want to make sure we've gone through every one of them. But by that time, by the time I'm looking, I can ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the like bell if you like the videos. Don't forget, if you need to comment, go ahead and comment. Subscribe, and ring the bell for the hit the bell notification, so when a new one comes up, and we will bring them new ones, so we'll bring them new ones, whether they're purchase or mod, and or when we come up, and when we come up and load a new video, we're also going to start a new series on states. I don't want to jump the gun on that because we're still work in progress on that. But hey, we'll add some more. We'll have some more stuff and more content to add to it. So definitely hit the bell for notifications so you will be notified when a new video pops into our channel. We want you to watch. We want you to be amazed. But you can do these too. Yeah, these you can do these too. Vehicles like tires, wheel swaps and stuff. You wait for the right wheel, that you're waiting for the right vehicle to come up to where you can modify this to the best of your ability and create an armada of police units like no other. Police and first responder vehicles like no other. That's where our goal is, and we're going to do everything we can to add to our collection, no doubt about it. So yeah, give you the confidence to add to your collection as well. Don't just think that you can't. You look at this and you can't get one, or you can't do this. We can build, and we'll show you how. We have a lot of custom designers that'll show you how. So hey, just hang in there and just continue to watch videos and learn from us, and then go ahead and throw one out there. We threw one out here with the Huntersville Police Department. We made some mistakes as well. There can be mistakes in the builds, but there's also masterpieces like this one. Yeah. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notification. Whatever you have to do to watch more of our content, go ahead, watch more of our content that we have. We have several videos out there. I'll keep you entertained until we pop another one in there. Thank you for watching W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith. Y'all have a beautiful day. Take care until the next one.